What do you consider a huge waste of money? Buying designer clothes for babies. Seriously, your 6-month-old is going to outgrow those $75 Nikes in like 2 weeks. Any toy I think my cat will enjoy. Nothing beats bottle cap or chewed up straw or stolen hairband. Reddit awards and premium. Gambling. No judgment. Just not for me, right? If I'm gonna blow a couple $100, I want a purse or a pair of shoes to show for it. I don't gamble, but most people do it not because they want to get rich, they do it because it's fun. I know it seems like a massive waste of money, but the same can be said about gamers who spend thousands on rigs and games, or people with expensive hobbies with no practical application, like collectibles. Same here. Maybe it's just me, but I don't see the interest in gambling. It just seems very dumb to me. Why would you put money, often a lot, on a chance to get more? Yeah, you could maybe gamble $100 and walk out with $200. But what if you lose and you lose $100? If you ask me, I would rather keep $100 in my pocket and be happy than chance getting an extra $100 and being slightly happier, or losing $100 and being completely depressed. Not for me. Any warranties on cheap items. Sometimes the warranty itself can equal upwards of almost 25% of the product's full retail price. And I'm not being even remotely hyperbolic when I say this. I bought a label maker yesterday. The guy at the till said, "You know the problem with these, right? Sometimes they just stop printing." I thought maybe he'd recommend a different brand or something. No, that was the intro to his extended warranty spiel. "Our products are trash. Give me more money. No thanks." Those $10 bottles of smart water, they are the exact same as normal water, except 500% more expensive. Except 500% more expensive than regular bottled water, which is already a huge waste of money. I get that there are places that don't have good tap water, but most places, in my country, anyway, have perfectly good tap water, and it costs a small fraction of a cent per gallon. Election campaigns. All that money they waste, just to try to combat the lazy ignorance of masses of people who can't be bothered to research a candidate's personal record and platform. Think of all the good things that money could be doing for the American people. It's disgusting. Microtransactions in games. I have to keep my mouth shut when my nephew spends all his pocket money and birthday money on Fortnite and Roblox. Sure, he enjoys it, but effing hell, I wish I could make him understand what a waste of money it is. In the music production hobby, anyone selling you a dream, rule of thumb for the amateur crowd is that if they are selling you how to make your music better, they are legit. If they are selling you how to become famous, it's a scam. Do your own thing and focus on the music. Once your music is really good, you'll have more time to think about it. But there are so many people putting the marketing before the music. It seems like every other ad I see is some private course on how to become a famous musician, from musicians I never heard of. This applies to every case where someone is selling instruction on how to become rich. If someone is selling you a treasure map, think, why don't they just dig up the treasure themselves? Scratch-offs. My family all buy each other a bunch every Christmas and no one ever wins more than a couple dollars. It's basically a family tradition to set a couple $100 on fire, and when it's a pile of ash and ounce, well, at least we had fun doing it. I see no problem in a couple scratch-offs for fun a couple times a year. The people that buy them every day or every payday at the gas station are the real losers. Microtransactions in FIFA Ultimate Team. Specifically because people will spend hundreds, sometimes thousands, of dollars on packs only for it all to be reset in the next game. Hideous long fake fingernails. Diamonds. They are only expensive because the people who sell the diamonds have monopoly and only release small amounts of diamonds. Creative artificial scarcity. It's like if copper costed 1,000 times as much as it does, and everybody thought that having a ring made of it is a huge symbol of love because some famous people told their parents and grandparents so. Expensive caskets. Funerals in general. Just burn me to ash and throw the ash in some forest. Cigarettes. So you're spending ton of money to purposefully kill yourself, mind you in a slow and painful manner. I quit smoking the 23rd of June 2014. Since then, I have saved €13,686.27. Damn, maybe I should pick up smoking so I can save a ton of money by quitting. Anything bought with the primary intention of impressing other people. Some of my friends think I bought a fancy car to show off. Nope, I've always been a car person and I enjoy the F out of it every day. Spending more on the military than on health and education. It's like buying $1 million security system but never fixing the roof or foundation. We could cut our military budget by a 1/3 and still outspend Russia and China together. Starbucks coffee. Coffee is ridiculously easy to make for it to be that expensive. The coffee, strictly coffee, is not much more expensive than coffee at other places. Any coffee purchased from a business in liquid form will always be more expensive than store-bought. Shutting on Starbucks for that is kind of stupid. The expensive drinks are usually the ones that are more than coffee. Espresso, while it can be made at home, isn't as simple, unless you are using a pod system. Making espresso at home requires packing the grounds, pouring it and then cleaning up for each shot. Then you have to create your steam milk, and any flavoring you may enjoy, whipped cream etc. At Starbucks those drinks cost more money because there's more labor, ingredients and process to it. Even with mine espresso, I have to do the milk, then clean the thing and still end up it's overall less drink than Starbucks. 3 long shots of espresso are in a flat white. That's 3 Nespresso pods at $1 each. So now I'm in for $3, plus then it of milk, let's say 25 cents. 3.25 now, 4.50. I got the drink made for me without any work. After 10 I get a free one. So it's now 5.22 a cup. Is the $2 proportionally a lot more? Yes, but worth the convenience. Same thing with coffee. The $2 more is proportionally more, but that $2 may save me more than $2 worth of time. Even cleaning the milk frother of a home system will take more than $2 worth of my time. I still do it because it's there and I don't have to leave my house to have it, but midday at the office I can't go home and make a cappuccino or latte or flat white. A diamond engagement ring. No joke. I've yet to hear an argument outside of its real where synthetic diamonds don't exceed marks. So at some point it is a symbolic gesture about a huge financial commitment. My wife and I ended up splitting a 10x honeymoon dream vacation we would not have taken had that money resided on her left hand. My wife loves frogs. There are frog things all over the house. So when it came to pop the question, I found a ring with 2 frogs holding a stone. I got a blue topaz put in it as blue is her favorite color and it also happens to be her birthstone. Luckily for me she is way more sentimental than good digger and she loves it. It's different, cooler, and way cheaper than a traditional diamond ring. Bottled water. Unless you have a legitimate reason for needing it. My mother-in-law bought a $1,500 filter for her tap and still buys bottled water. My wife is like this. She hates most tap water. To be fair, she genuinely can tell when it's tap water. I've swapped it out before to mess with her and she always notices. And it's not like she wants expensive brands of bottled water. In my home we now refer to tap water as peasant water, mostly just to tease her. Luckily for me I married someone with a great sense of humor and she's all in on calling it that. College. Regretting not going to trade school. And there are plenty of people who work in the trades who regretted not going to college. I'm a chef and for a while, I saw my friends in uni, college, and wondered if I had made the wrong decision. But now I'm 25, do a job I love and I'm completely debt free, so I think I made the right decision. Honestly, I don't judge. If it brings you happiness, it was worth it to you. You do you. Unfortunately I can't not judge when I see people complaining about debt and they drive a new car or are rocking AirPods. Those Supreme brands that people get hype over, and spending $100 or $200 for just a shirt with a logo. Upgrading from iPhone whatever to iPhone whatever S, or from that to iPhone whatever +1, and so on. Designer handbags. There is something to be said for spending a bit more on something quality, but some expensive bags aren't quality anymore. Upgrading cell phones every year. The super expensive brand name clothes, shoes are justifiable by function and durability, but who needs $50 athletic shorts when the same thing without a logo will set you back at most $15-20, but it's a Supreme brick. Salads. Eating salads is okay, but I hate buying salads in a restaurant. You throw lettuce in a bowl and expect me to pay $10? You didn't even cook that $600 for a plastic crown with fake jewels. Trucks, or specifically, large pickup trucks, at least for 95% of the people that buy them. Folks who spend money on OnlyFans. Brexit. Learned today that the government has spent more taxpayers' money on Brexit than was spent on the International Space Station. That's over £130 billion for reference. Money that could have gone to the NHS, education sector, or a working test and trace solution. It could have gone to so many things, but it's been blown to give people something that, by this point, doesn't remotely resemble what they voted for. I just don't understand why people can't get over the loss of investment so far and cancel it. Not entirely, mind you. If it's what the majority voted for, then fine. But bring it back until there's a deal that you want and that resembles what you voted for. Don't blow more money on something you don't even want for the sake of being right. All the money my parents spent raising me. Gambling. I've never been to a casino because if I even lost $1 I would feel like a total idiot. It's a decent night out as long as you set and stick to a budget. $50 at table games or slots is very exciting and comparable cost to other outings.